Hey, how's it going? John here with Luma University, and today we're gonna be creating a photo that I call Sweet Tooth Overload. So I have this really cool concept. I'll throw it up on screen right now. If you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to check out lumauniversity.com. I have the full lesson there, which is usually over an hour long or close to an hour long, where it talks about all the different set design and every single failure point and everything that I did to get to this moment. I also have a free lighting course and some free commercial and product lighting guides that you can find at lumauniversity.com. Just sign up with your email there. So I'm really excited to show you how I'm creating this process. I'm gonna cut away to a few days ago when my daughter and I created fake ice cream real quick, and then we'll jump back into what I'm doing now. First, we're gonna need this frosting. This is just plain old vanilla. And then we have powdered sugar. I'm thinking of making a couple of different colors. So we have food coloring, and then we have cocoa powder. And then I'm just gonna put it down, and who knows how this is gonna go.
It's super sticky.
Look at my hand.
Look at mine. Oh, it's sticky. It's like a bake a lot. This is funny.
Yeah. Ew. Yeah.
Yummy. Yummy.
Yummy.
I hope you have fun watching this.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to mix it up. Look at my hands.
Yeah, look at your hand.
They're like thick gloves on our hands.
Yep.
It's like a cloud.
A cloud.
It's never falling.
Okay, let's take a scoop.
Ooh, good.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
That feels squishy. Oh, man.
Then what you're gonna do is start folding it in on itself till you mix all the color in. So this is what it looks like. And when you scoop in it, you get this nice texture. Look right there.
Super best ice cream maker ever.
That looks good. Plop it.
They're super messy.
Yeah, let's go wash up. And I'm gonna go ahead and make my own type of strawberry syrup. Now, the reason I'm making it out of corn syrup is because I wanna be able to control the viscosity, but I probably could just go buy a really thick syrup. Do a couple drops, and let's see how red that makes this. That's pretty nice. That looks like very much a strawberry syrup consistency. So the chocolate's gonna get the strawberry, and the caramel's gonna go on the blue. So that's what we're doing. What I'm trying to get is swirls. So I want to kind of get a little vanilla, a little strawberry, vanilla, a little strawberry, vanilla, a little strawberry, vanilla. So we get a couple of cores of vanilla throughout. But I think consistency-wise, it looks pretty good. It's giving me good milkshake vibes. But see, I'm kind of whacking it sideways. I'm gonna put about a 45-degree angle on it. I'm learning a lot doing this. It's fun. It's definitely not perfect by any means whatsoever, but it is a lot of fun. Doesn't matter how the back looks as long as the front looks correct. You can see that, hopefully. There's our fake, delicious, savory milkshake. It looks pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and place it in the scene here. I have the goblets here that I'm gonna put the ice cream in, and they're gonna be placed right around here. The key light is up here. It's an FJ400. It's really far away with just a standard hard reflector on it, and that's to cast a really hard shadow and create a hard specular highlight on the subjects here. Then you'll notice I also have this flag. It's not doing anything other than blocking that key light from hitting the background. So we're gonna have to finesse the actual position of that versus the key light just to get everything in place. Because if we shine light on the background scrim here, it's gonna wash it out and make it super bright, which we don't want because we want the gobo projector and the saturated pink to come through. So speaking of the background, I'm gonna put the scrim into place here, and then we're gonna shine this standard FJ402 through the pink gel. This is just like a standard vivid pink from Roscoe. And we're gonna shine that through the background, and then I've got the gobo projector behind it with the FJ800 for more power, and I am shining it through a little gobo stencil here, so let me show you what this looks like. So this is a little window stencil. you can see for the go-between. So that's what's creating like the slatted window look. So we'll stick that back into the gobo projector. I'm also gonna lock down the wheels of my Studio Titan here. I'm gonna check focus, make sure it is dialed. There we go. Okay, let's see what this looks like. That's pretty close to what I want. So you can see it's casting a really hard shadow, which is exactly the look I'm going for. I really like those specular highlights on the glossy stuff here. So these little speculars, I like that a lot. And it's casting an even light across the whole scene, which I love. So now I think what I want to do is go ahead and scoop that ice cream and get it into these goblets here and get that placement just right. Okay, so I'm just gonna real quick put the scrim in place so we can see things a little clearer. And I'm gonna go ahead and pour the syrup on here. So I have the strawberry syrup, which is gonna go on the chocolate. Here we go. No idea how this is gonna go. Oh, pretty good. I think I might go ahead and just let it run right down the center. Might be a little more precise with this one by actually drizzling it down the way that I want it to. That's not bad. How does it look on camera? Oh, it looks really good. Oh, I should have done that with the other one. But let's take a look at that and see how it goes. It's pretty good. It's got that really bright, high-key look. I think the ice cream's looking pretty good. Let's get the background light going. And then, of course, we'll need to flag the key light up there. Yeah, it looks good. The background, see, is more pink now. It's full, but it's a little washed out, so I want that vibrancy to come back in. And I need to get this flag in position to where it shades the background, but not the rest of the set. Just about like so. Oh yeah, much better. So look at the difference between this and this. We're getting a lot more saturation and a lot more vibrancy. And then the background also, it kind of acts as a flag for the stuff back here. So it's not so bright and distracting. Let's go ahead and get the gobo projector running. So again, this is the FJ800. Just if I need more power, it has one more stop brightness. I'm gonna turn on the modeling lamp so we can see exactly where that thing's shining. It's not bad. And then I can also rotate it here. Pretty good. Go ahead and turn it off and let's take another test shot. It's all coming together now, man. It looks pretty good. I'm not so sure about the lollipop here. It's not bad, but it's a bit out of place, it feels. And I really want the milkshake to be the hero here, so I might just take it out completely. Yeah, and let the milkshake shine, and then we're gonna put the whipped cream on and all the stuff on the milkshake that should take up more of that upper space. And I think it'll be okay. Can't believe I forgot the sprinkles. Now, yeah, there we go. That looks pretty good. It's settled in pretty well, but it looks good. I like it. I'm pretty happy with that. Not the most precise shoot I've ever done, not the most precise in camera, I should say, which is normally not what I like to do. I like to really get stuff in camera as best I can. But for the most part, I'm pretty happy with how this came out. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of prep, but I think just the practice of doing it was really fun. So I'd love to see how you guys approach this. That's about it. I hope you enjoyed. I'll go ahead and show you the final results after editing here.